I talk about the three things to stop doing on camera, because sometimes we may not even know that we're doing these things. And when we bring it to our awareness and we stop doing these things, we're like, oh, actually, this kind of frees up other areas and these other basics kind of fall into place, if that makes sense. So the three things that I talk about is stop overthinking, and I'll get more into this as well as we talk. Stop chasing perfection, and stop hiding your vulnerability. So we'll get into these a little bit more. So the overthinking is like anything where, you know, it could be so simple, like, is the lighting okay? Can they hear me? Does it look like I'm reading on my script? Are they listening? Is anyone there? All these things can happen in a flurry of thoughts. And because, you know, our minds can go a mile a minute. And when we are focusing on these things and wondering, what that does is it pulls us out of our body. We're like in our mind. So we're not present anymore. And so that on camera, we can see it as the audience. We can feel that as a disconnect, like, oh, where are they? Even though they might not be able to pinpoint it. The overthinking, right? And then the perfectionism. So stop chasing perfection. And that can be like people stopping before they even start, right? Like, I need everything to be perfect. I need the script to be perfect. I need my performance to be perfect. So memorizing, we get into memorizing and what I like to do instead of memorizing. I actually don't like using that word. And also, you know, the perfect setup, the perfect environment. I know I've actually done that before too, where it's like, I don't have the right studio setup. I can't do this. But, you know, there's always ways. And we'll get more into this as well in terms of the environment and creating the environment to help support you. So not everyone has the studio setup, right? But some people also like filming outside. So if you like filming outside, finding a way to film outside or walking and talking, if that flows for you where you can be more yourself, then that's where you should be filming, right? We don't always have to have the same setup that someone else does. And then the third thing is stop hiding your vulnerability. And so I actually have a member in our community that, you know, she's wonderful. She's so vibrant and so outgoing. And when, you know, we're talking and communicating, even when she's being interviewed on camera, she's very, very talkative and comfortable. But as soon as she's alone with a camera and she turns it on, it's like she disappears. And we discovered that it's because there's this idea that she needs to put herself into a persona. She's created this idea of who she needs to be in front of the camera. Yet when she is already herself with other people, she already is herself. But when she's alone, that kind of shifts. So we work through that together so that she can find that same energy, her unique vibration on camera when she's just talking to the camera versus an interview style. So those are kind of the three things I like to start with, because that really gets us out of our mind. And when we can shift this thought process, then the three basics, you know, whether it's setup or your script or whatever it is, that will fall into place and it becomes a bit easier.